the Eagle 1575. I'm your host, Petty Officer Spurley. I'm here with some of our friends over at the Red Cross and Emergency Management. We've got just a few more things to talk about this hour. We're going to keep on moving on, though, talking about hypothermia and frostbite, and now we're going to move on into some of the treatment aspects of that.
Yes, we want to talk a little bit about what do you do if all of the preparations you've made, you've dressed up warm, you've tried to be careful, you've been drinking your water, you've been doing all the things that you think you should be doing, but you still end up with frostbite or hypothermia. So again, frostbite, we talked about the signs and symptoms. So if you start to recognize that someone is experiencing frostbite, you want to get them out of the cold as quickly as possible. With that said, you're not going to warm them up if there's any chance of them freezing again. Yeah. So if you have a 5-mile hike back to the cabin, you're not going to stop halfway, build a fire, get them all warmed up, and then walk another 2 miles. The refreezing can actually cause more damage. If there is any frostbite, like on the hands, on the fingers, you're going to wrap that area with dry gauze. Make sure to put gauze or gauze pads in between the fingers or toes, and then you're going to seek advanced medical care. That's something you've got to go to the emergency room. You've got to get help. If it's mild and it's something that you think that doesn't require medical care, try and rewarm the areas. So, for example, with the fingers, you're going to put them between someone else's hands. Go ahead and put them under your arms. Those are warm areas. You're not going to chafe the skin because that can cause damage to the skin. You just want to go ahead and try and warm them up with body-to-body heat. You can use those emergency blankets that are in first aid kits to warm up. You can even use warm water for mild cases of frostbite. And when I say warm water, it's about 109 degrees maximum. Mm-hmm. So people ask me, well, how do you know what temperature it is? You're going to get out a candy thermometer? If you take the tap and you put it on a temperature and you put your hand under it, and you without frostbite, and you get it to the temperature where you can't feel the heat, that's 98.6 degrees because it's the same temperature as your hand, and then just a little bit warmer. Right, that's as warm as you're going to get. Anything warmer than that, and even that is going to feel like fire to someone who has moderate frostbite. Hypothermia, again, you're going to get the person out of the cold, get them into a blanket, get them out of any wet clothing. You can also get them into a warm shower. As long as you can dry them off afterwards, get them warmed up, get them something, if they're able to swallow and drink, if they're conscious and their consciousness isn't changing, have them drink something warm. You're not going to have them drink anything with alcohol or caffeine. So as much as we were talking about, you got to get those kids hot chocolate as soon as they come in from playing out in the snow. Try something that is not caffeinated first. Mm-hmm. So warm water, some milk,
tea or something.
Yeah, some herbal tea. Yeah, something like that. Not alcohol. I know we've all seen the Looney Tunes commercials with the dog and his barrel around his neck, but alcohol actually lowers the core body temperature, so alcohol is not the best way to warm somebody up. Yeah. So do you guys have any ideas on other ways we can get somebody warmed up?
I think you've covered it really well, and the important thing is there are things that you can learn. You can take a first aid course. You can be prepared to go outdoors and to keep yourself safe, keep others safe. The Red Cross website has a lot of information about winter safety. There are great apps that the Red Cross has, and so we want everybody to be Red Cross ready to enjoy the winter time and be safe outdoors. Avoid frostbite, avoid hypothermia, but go and learn about how to take care of yourself and take care of others.
And Bob was telling a good story during the break about a trip that he was taking with his wife and his small child once upon a time. That you can't always trust like your car and your car heater in these cold temperatures to keep you warm. So
yes, yeah, looking at the weather forecast and are the roads safe? What are the nighttime temperatures going to be? We made a journey across the Midwest in the United States that fortunately we made the decision to turn back around and go home because the temperatures were too cold.
Yeah,
The
sometimes
car
you just gotta
heater
call it.
could not keep all three of us warm in the car, and we turned around just in time to get home and get warmed up.
Be prepared, plan ahead. If you are planning on taking a trip, make sure that you have things in the car. Here in Japan, they sell those little chemical hand heaters. You can get different sizes. You can get them for your feet. You might think about including that in your car safety kit, along with blankets, along with bottled water, food, that kind of stuff.
Alrighty.
So plan ahead, be safe.
Alrighty. Awesome. Was that all we had for today?
I think that's all we got today.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for coming in
Thanks for
and
having
joining
us.
us. Speaking of being prepared and stuff, we do have your extended weather forecast coming up here in just a little bit. Before we get to that, though, we have Jason Mraz heading your way with Have It All. So we're going to get back to the music now on the Eagle 1575, where we're serving America's best.